Hello, everyone. Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh. This is a Ghosts of Saltmarsh Patreon campaign set in Greyhawk. If you would like information about what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out the link in chat. Shout out to all of our Patreons. Everyone that you see here on the screen is a Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. All of the support from our Patreon gives us access and ability to do the one-shots, two-shots, marathons that we host on this channel. So thank you very much for that. If you would like to see previous episodes of Ghosts of Saltmarsh or any of our other campaigns, those are available on our YouTube. You can use !YouTube in our chat in order to check out the link there as well. If you would like to interact with this game, there are a couple of ways that you can do so. You can redeem channel points, which you get for free just by hanging out, chatting in chat. And they can grant a blessing, which is an advantage die or a reroll to a player of your choice. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to a player of your choice. We will jump right into it. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and tell us a little bit about your character. And we will start off with the same person we start with every week, Emma.
There have been times where you didn't start with me.
All right, let's start with Zombie this time.
I was muted! God damn it! Fine, role reversal time!
Yeah, okay, now go.
Hello, my name is Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm over the 3 names that call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. Today, I play Finn Carson, who is a ranger researcher, and we are now stuck looking at a whole bunch of people in a room that noticed us because somebody, Arlen, hit a rock, and you know we're gonna do the thing.
It wasn't my fault.
If you want to find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89, go ahead. If you do, I have a little pin tweet there made by the lovely Lady May. I do audio editing, video editing, and Twitch clipping. There we go. And of my own accord, because I love to do it, and it keeps me in practice, and hopefully you all will like them. I do promo videos for this for the 2 games I'm a part of anyway. So if you like those, you like those promo videos that I do, come find me. I can do them for you too.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about Finn.
Well, Finn is sort of a emotionally happy boy, I suppose. Last episode we did have a bit of a battle with a Hydra, where he didn't do so well because he was distracted by the fact that the Hydra brought back this like unlocked memory of his he had with Abigail. So that's kind of fun. So he's still kind of fighting through this stuff. He's still trying to prove he's still in that mode of trying to prove that he's worthy of he can fight the evil and such. So, but yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, John is not available to join us here tonight, but we very much hope that they can join us next time. You can find all of Endicarus's links there in the chat. Especially check out their itch. They create games. He has done some really cool stuff on there. I would definitely recommend checking it out. We'll pop on over to GodfatherWraith.
Hey, I'm GodfatherWraith B_ESG, but you can just call me Wraith, Godfather, Tim, or pretty much anything you want except late for dinner. So yeah, I play Garen. He's your average nondescript rogue that's really good at stealthing and making things dead. Unfortunately, not everybody in the party is good at stealthing, so we're about to fight.
Oh no. Okay, thank you very much. We'll pop on over to GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here on every Wednesday. I am once again playing KayBee, or Kissimmee Brightbloom, a brave and stalwart knight of the Sea Lily. He is tiny, he is old, but he is mighty. We're gonna rumble.
Yes, we are. And then, last but certainly not least, proving literally correctly because we went in a different order this time again, Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find information about that at allthewitches_ on twitter.com. I am playing Arlen Rufalath. She is a cleric warlock that is pretending to be a famous adventurer like her parents, but is faking it till she's making it, and she has made it at this point, kind of.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I will recap our previous adventure. We essentially started off with finishing our investigation of the blue hole, and as previously mentioned, we did find the Hydra and defeat it. We made our way over to the location of the Sahagan Fortress, and there we made landfall and decided to go in the secret path that was illuminated to KayBee through a vision. And we spawned on the third deepest level of this dungeon. And as we made our way into the dungeon, we discovered a series of tunnels. And through those tunnels, it opened up into what appeared to be a row of cells where there was a dead giant sea eel, and you had heard the sounds of someone being tortured, and because you managed to free them, nurse them back to health, they have left with Tully, and you also freed an individual that was put into a cell adjacent to what looks like a fighting ring of some kind. And their name is Kish, and they are accompanied by a very large lion-esque sea creature. Accompanying you alongside Quick, you have begun your exploration of the deepest level of the fortress, and it is here on the battle map where we begin today's session. With combat. I will need everyone to please select your tokens and roll me initiative. Let's do this. Just to recap the room here, you have essentially stumbled into what appears to be something like a barracks. There seems to have been some sort of training going on. One of the individuals here is a bit more sturdy in appearance. You see that they have these coral-like functions growing out of their shoulders. They have a bulkier, sturdier frame, and they are standing opposite of 4 much smaller but equally equipped creatures. Let us roll their initiative.
You don't need to roll their initiative.
They see you. They will definitely want to smash you.
No, they don't see us. No.
Oh my gosh, without even paying for dinner?
Yeah. That's why they're the bad guys. All right. So we have in the initiative order Arlen with a 16, KayBee with an 8. We've got Finn with a 12, and we've got Garen with a 14. Unfortunately, the enemies will go first. Oh, I need to add the sea lion to the turn order.
Yeah, and what about our Kenku friend?
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh yeah.
What about all our buddies?
And
You're
Kishimi Brightbloom, I'm sure his full name is.
He's on there.
Okay. Did the order change? It did not. All right. Okay. You see the creature at the very fore immediately snap their head towards you, and they lift up a spear that they are holding. They take 2 steps back, and they point in your direction. They begin to speak. None of you speak Sahagin. Does Kish speak Sahagin? No, they don't. And you aren't quite sure what this individual here is saying, but it is extremely aggressive, and it seems to possess an air of authority. And it's pretty clear that they are mustering their troops here. So they will hold their action. What can this guy do? Though you don't initially see them as soon as all of these things begin to happen all at the same time, you see an individual begin to move. Move from a hidden corner, and as they're moving, they're beginning to whirl their hands together. You see bits of water beginning to coalesce between their palms. They seem to be preparing a spell as they move into position behind the soldiers here. Arlen, you are up next.
Okay. What's my movement? 30 feet. Okay. I'm gonna move out. I'll move out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just go ahead.
I'll color code these just to make it a little easier to reference them.
I'm gonna do a cutesy little guiding bolt at 2nd level.
Okay. Where would you like to point it?
At the big man.
All right, sounds good. You aim for the champion. Armor class is 16.
Okay.
24 absolutely hits.
So that is 21 points of radiant damage, and he is absolutely glowing.
Excellent. Tell me what kind of look is on Arlen's face, what the spell looks like as you create this aura of focus on them, which will make the next person hit them or try to hit them at advantage.
Arlen is not at all concerned, and kind of walks out speaking Triton, which I think is a language.
Yes.
No.
No? Aquan?
Primordial. Aquan, yeah. And she'll say, "It is really not a good idea for you to fight us right now." And as she's doing that, she's kind of like spinning this magical energy in her hand, and she just whips it out really quickly, and it flings across the room, slamming the champion. And he is now glowing a nice little pink color.
I love it. You see them take this blow to the chest. It is enough to knock them back a step, and you see them beginning to regain their balance as they hiss. The brunt of their armor seems to have taken most of the damage. But they are now lovely and glowing. It is now Quick's turn. You will see Quick... Actually, I have given someone the responsibility of being Quick's babysitter in combat.
You did, and I promised last session that I was going to create a character sheet, and you can guess what I'm doing right now.
Oh, Quick has a character sheet. I thought I
What's
gave
that?
it to you. Quick has a character sheet.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
That's cool. Because actually, I was just making him as a 4th level fighter. But if you got it,
Here
that's
you
great.
go. It's under the NPCs folder. Edit sheet directly. Wait, why is
Yeah,
it
and
say
it's
one?
blank.
What? It's not blank on my side. What the?
There's no stats.
That's a
Everything is-
lie.
When
Yeah.
I reopen it, it shows it correctly. But when it first popped up, it was blank for me too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say that mine was
Not for
Yeah.
me.
Very sweet. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you willing to just make a character sheet on the fly.
Hey, that's my favorite mini game.
I know character generation is so much fun.
Mhm.
True.
Alrighty. So it's the Kenku in the corner. He's going to run in. "30 feet. He holds his action to attack anybody who approaches with his war pick."
Okay. It will be the soldier's turn. You see this one here wearing what appears to be armor painted with blue streaks begins to rush forward. This will come into range of quick, so you can trigger your reaction if you would like.
21.
That will hit. Armor class is 14.
8 points of piercing. And
Very
his big
good.
spork.
You hear the sound of crunching stone as the pick smashes into the coral formations on this entity here. And as they stagger back, taking the blow to their shoulder, they swing forward their warhammer. And, oops. It is default to GM only. I do this every single session. Multi-attack. Going to Warhammer once, Warhammer twice.
Armor class is 18.
Okay. The 9 just misses completely. Quick is way too swift. The 17 bounces off with a graceful parry. That will be that guy's turn. We will have this one here rush forward, 5, 10, 15. And it will also do the same thing. Oh, why did I close the character sheet? Warhammer. Warhammer. Double 8s. They both miss. 5, 10, 15, 20. You see this one with orange speckles across the coral rush forward to try to hit Arlen instead. 14, 22.
I do have to roll well against me. Both of those hit.
Oh, okay. So that's going to be a total of 18 bludgeoning damage as the warhammer comes swinging mightily. Boosh, boosh.
Yes. As a reminder, me and Finn took off our armor. So
right.
AC is lower than usual.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. The one in the with the green coral here will surge forward. Warhammer 16, 18.
Against whom?
Quick.
Yes, 18 unfortunately is a hit.
Okay. Quick is very responsive, swings around to parry the first blow, but the backswing of the warhammer crunches into their side, knocking breath out. That'll be 6 points of bludgeoning damage. It is now Garen's turn. The reason there's no armor is because they had to do quite a bit of swimming and decided that the stealth disadvantage was going to be pretty gnarly. Yeah.
Okay, Garen would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garen would step up right here, and he's going to attack Red with his short bow.
Ooh, okay. Armor class is 14, so that's absolutely a hit.
And I'm going to re-roll that one with my piercer feat.
Okay.
Nope, apparently I'm not.
All right, that is going to be a total of 21 damage. Oh my god.
Bam.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you shoot the red coral-bearing Sahagin here right in the chest, and they immediately begin to gasp for air. You can tell that this is a very dangerous wound that they've taken. They're still standing up, but they definitely couldn't take something like that again. Did you want to move at all?
Yeah, these guys are a little close for comfort, but at the same time, Garen's gonna step out of a doorway, so he'll have to move anyway, so no, he'll stay right where he's at.
Okay, very good. After you shoot the shot and half duck behind the door frame here, from over your shoulder, you can hear the sounds, the bestial snarling as this creature begins to bound forward, moving with uncanny grace, and it will literally just shove right into this space here. It technically can't end its turn here, just for flavor. No, that's quick. Here, we'll have it do essentially a strength check as it just literally tries to barrel forward. We'll count that as its action.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
It will literally attempt to do a barrel roll.
Nice.
It rolled a nat
No.
1.
What?
Okay, I think
No.
what happens is it absolutely manages to push forward and through this throng of enemies, but it slips and it's going to be prone here in a very, very, very bad spot.
No.
Poor buddy.
You know
It
that the
missed.
sea lion's in grave danger.
Yeah,
Oh,
he went
no.
bowling for Sahagin and rolled a gutter
Right.
ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
He misread the situation and it's like belly rubs.
Belly rub.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh,
attack it now, Stella. Attack it now with that image in your head.
Dang! It has
Oh.
15 hit points.
Why would you do that?
It only has 15 hit
It only
points,
has 15 hit points.
but it's so
I
big.
know. Okay, I'll make it 20, but it only has 20 hit points. That's still not a lot. Yeah.
Poor buddy.
It's Finn's turn. You gotta go save the
Yay.
sea lion.
Ah, damn it. All right. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me measure this again. Even though I've measured things 10 times at this point. All right, I'll get next. So my original idea was to get next to Quick, but I'm gonna get next to this guy right here. It's 25 feet. So I'm gonna kind of do on the map. I'm just going straight across, but I'd imagine Finn just kind of like wraps around them.
Okay, hold
And,
on. There's some issues here.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah, because if you move here, it's 5, 10, 15. Oh, I almost flipped you upside down. 20, 25. This is as far as you can go without getting any attacks of opportunity on you.
Okay.
If
well,
that's
then
what
I
you
get-
want to do. Or if you go the other way around, you would get stuck here. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you would get an attack of opportunity.
Okay,
Which,
yeah, I didn't see. Okay, yeah. So I'll
here,
just
I'll move
go
you
where,
back and you can choose where you want to go.
Well, I'll just go where the green then. I'll go to where that is.
Okay, it's down here.
And then I'll make my way to the I'll
5,
make my
10,
way to the
15,
lion guy.
25. Oh, so you can go here safely if you wanted.
Okay. All right, that works too. So my plan, I can still do my plan then, so that works.
Mhm.
I'm going to go after both of them, but with each of my hit attacks. So I'm
Ooh.
gonna go after the blue first.
Okay, yeah, the blue one is already hurt a bit. You see that it's taken a sturdy pick wound to the shoulder.
Heck yeah. Let's make it a club wound.
Okay, 15 is a hit. Their AC is 14, so you do 7 damage, bludgeoning to this guy. You hear some of the coral on their collarbone crack as it smashes underneath your great club. They're still
Nice.
standing.
And then I will, in mid-swing, I'll do like kind of the left hook with that, and then with my right swing, I'll go after the green one.
Okay, sounds good. Armor class 14. 9 will not
Damn.
hit.
Damn. So I guess I hit really well on the left one. I'm like, oh sweet, I got this, and there just wasn't enough momentum. With the
Yeah, I
next
think
one
what
to hit.
happens is as you're trying to swing to hit the green one, they raise up their war hammer and basically you just
they-
bounce off of each other.
Yeah, the deflect it. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
May I interrupt?
Yes.
Yes.
If I recall correctly, Finn, you have an ability called Horde Breaker.
Oh
Which,
crap! I do.
Once on each of your turns, when you make a weapon attack, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target. So technically, you have another attack.
I do.
Ooh, yeah. Do it.
I forgot. I wish I remembered my character's other than RP stuff better.
I
It's
got you,
okay.
Finn.
There's a
I
lot
got
going
you.
on.
All right, well
So
then
roll again.
we'll try to get.
19. That
All right.
hits. A
So-
mighty 10 damage.
So we do the parry, right? Because the ping, and just as he kind of like waits for him to kind of bring it down, get a little bit of an opening, and he just whacks him right in the head.
Yeah. Just a noise he makes.
Awesome,
Nice.
awesome. I
Cool.
think that is all I can do.
Okay, you will see Kish rush forward. I believe someone gave him a dagger. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I gave him a hand axe.
Gave
Die
him a
six-
hand axe.
Die
Okay.
6 damage.
What heritage does Kish Kish?
Kish is a Triton.
Okay.
They have one spell. Okay. So here's what happens. Kish will run forward, and you see that they're holding the hand axe in one hand, and the other goes up. And as they pull their palm up from the ground, you see fog beginning to coalesce around their ankles, and it begins to pull up, almost as if tethered to invisible string. And he launches it forward. Towards the spellcaster. I'm gonna say, let's draw a shape. All right. 20-foot radius sphere of fog. Okay. I need to draw a circle. 20 radius, that means it's gonna be 4 blocks across? No.
8.
8? Oh god, it's gonna be huge. What the f... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What the? Okay, can I change the color of this? I think so. There we go. All right. It has to be within 120 feet. Okay. You see Kish cast in the southern direction a ball, a sphere of magic that begins to explode outwards. And you see this very dense bluish purple fog sit heavily, almost as if there's no wind, no breath in that space, and it completely obscures the spellcaster that had maneuvered from the corner. That's going to be their turn. KayBee, it is now your turn.
So, I do this geometric kata with my short sword and dagger that I whip out as I assume the blade song martial form, and that accelerates my movement and my defense, and I spring forward to the doorway, and as I run through the doorway I say abracadabra, and I scratch my blades together, and there's a sparkle in the air. I upcast the bless spell to a 2nd level spell slot, and I'm going to bless 4 people. It'll be the party members. So all 4 party members are now blessed, and I'm concentrating on that.
Oh yeah. What do we see forming around your party members, if anything?
Yeah, so there's these dancing sparkles around their head for the duration of the spell.
Okay.
And I continue my move, and I run through between my friends. My movement speed with Blade Song activated is 50. So there's 10, there's 20, there's 30. I'm going to come down right here, right next to, and I don't know if I used the right symbol. Is Finn also concentrating? That's what I use, I guess.
For concentrating? Oh, I thought that was blessed.
Okay, I'll use something else for.
I was like, okay, I guess that's lights around their head.
I'll
Wait,
do
that's
something
prone.
else for concentration.
Yeah,
I typically use the wings, the halo and wings for bless.
Oh.
Might do that.
I don't like the default icons. They're kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can upload different icons.
Really? Cool.
Yeah. I can show you how later.
Show me. Yes.
So that's my my bonus, my move, and my action.
All right.
Nice.
It is these guys' turn. What can they do? Oh.
Play song.
I'm going to have them roll. Okay. You can hear a commotion to the south, but you aren't quite sure what it is. It seems to be on the other side of the fog cloud. Something is happening about 50 feet away from the party to the south. The next in the turn order is the champion, who is glowing still, and they will be a total asshole, I think. Oh, do I do it? I do it. It's mean. It's rude. Okay. They're going to surge forward, and they take their spear, and they're going to try to stab the sea lion.
No.
Yeah, and they get advantage because the sea lion is prone.
Stella, no.
You do this.
It's okay. It's for the role play. I promise
For the
it'll be
roleplay.
fine.
Yes.
They rolled a
you
nat 1. Oh, it's an advantage. My bad. It's an 11.
No.
But the armor class of this creature is 16, so that's actually some
Oh.
pretty decent AC.
Yeah.
So you see the
Awesome.
Sahagin champion about to pierce their spear into the fallen sea lion, and the sea lion grabs the neck of the spear with its teeth, and now they're in a sort of tug of war as the sea lion is thrashing on the ground.
Nice. Nice boy.
Okay. The wave shaper rolled a nat 20. Okay. You see from the fog bursts out an individual, the spellcaster you had seen previously, beginning to cast their spell. And they will... Their spell seems to have been interrupted and fizzled out. They will instead move towards Finn and bring out their claws. Oh god, why is it whispering?
You have White Claw?
No, they're blue claws. 8. They miss. Wow, that's cold and slashing damage. Holy shit, that's really scary.
A lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, Finn, it gets really close. They scrape their claws in the air near the back of your neck, and you just feel this frigidness in the space in between, and you can feel it crawling up the back of your neck. You can tell that there's something enchanted about their natural attack. But it's not your turn. It's Arlen's turn.
Okay. Arlen is running up to the glowing champion. I take an attack of opportunity if Orange wants it.
Yeah, Orange is going to go boop. Boop. Rolled a nat 1. It missed.
Perfect. And I am going to inflict wounds on the champion at 2nd level for trying to harm the baby boy.
Yes, do it! Armor class for this champion is 16.
But I have advantage.
Yeah, you do.
He's glowing. I gave myself a layup.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed the button.
Did it put up a pop-up underneath your character sheet?
Oh,
by
yep,
accident?
there it is. You're so smart.
Thank you. 19 hits.
Hmm.
That's 22 necrotic damage. Oof. What does this look like as it's fucking up this guy?
Stop attacking the animal! What the heck? And she just kind of like grabs past his spear and like grabs his face, and just this necrotic rot starts spreading over his body.
Ooh, I like it. And as you draw your hand away, you can see there's this like necrotic print of your exact hand shape on his face. He snarls incomprehensibly at you quite clearly not understanding anything you're saying and bloodthirstily wanting to destroy you and everything you love. Will that be your turn?
That will be my turn.
Okay, Quick, it is your turn.
So Quick is going to turn and aim his war pick at the enemy with blue eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to take a swat.
Okay, that one does appear to be second most damage.
14.
Armor class is 14. That hits.
Nice. 11 points piercing.
Okay. It takes 11 damage, and you see it's beginning to bleed profusely from these war pick wounds, but it is still up.
Okay.
I don't think Quick has a second attack.
He does not, but he does have a bonus action of second wind. And since he was, I guess actually he's only down 6 points. So no, disregard. That's
Okay.
Quick's turn. Yep.
Okay, very good. It is now the Coral Smashers' turns. We're going to start with the one at the top. We're going to see this one rush forward in pursuit of Arlen. It is going to try to bonk you. 13, 17.
Yeah, both those hit.
Okay, so you take a total of 12 bludgeoning damage as you begin to pull back from your inflict wound on the champion. The smasher comes up and hits you in the back. Blah, blah. And then we're going to have the red one attack Quick with a boop and a bop. That is going to be a 16 and a 22.
Armor class 18.
Okay, the 22 hits. Quick takes 11 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
The blue one is going to attack Finn. 10 and 19. I think only the 19 hits here.
Yep, 19.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage. And then the green one is going to attack KayBee with a 10
Good.
and a 13.
Now, try again.
Okay. That is their turn. It is now Garen's turn.
All right. So Garen's going to take aim at Red again.
Okay.
And he's going to use steady aim to give himself advantage
Okay.
and fire.
Nice.
Wow. 28 definitely hits. All right. You said red?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what this looks like.
So Garen, he's just holding steady, and then a precise moment after Red strikes Quick, he releases the arrow, and Red stands back up just in time for the arrow to characteristically hit it straight in the eye and kill it.
Excellent. They collapse down after taking 24 damage. Anything else on... Oh, you can't, because you did steady aim. Okay. It is now the sea lion's turn. It will get up. And it will try to hit the champion. The champion is no longer surrounded in the guiding light glow. Sea lion has a multi-attack. It's going to claw and claw. Wow, that's a nat 20. Okay. Okay, here's what happens. The Sahagin champion only takes 10 damage from the claw, but it is so strong that it pushes the champion back 5 feet, and then the sea lion will lunge forward in bloody pursuit and try to claw it again, and it hits and takes another 4 damage, and it gets knocked back another 5 feet. We're gonna say that the blue marked Sahagin Coral Smasher here is too injured to follow up to hit the sea lion, because it's really, really hurt. It is now Finn's turn. The Sahagin that hit you is very badly injured.
And Finn is going to just take it and put it out of its misery.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Armor class is 14. 9 is a miss.
Okay, so maybe he's just a little bit kind of like wobbly, and he's kind of moving, and it's like trying to hit a moving target, and I was just off.
So with Horde Breaker,
Oh, yeah.
I think it'd be... I mean, you can declare when you want to do it.
Do you have to hit to use it?
It says once on each of your turns when you make a weapon attack, you can make another weapon attack with the same weapon against a different creature within 5
Sweet.
feet of the original target. Okay, so if you want to now, you can roll again for Horde Breaker to try to hit the green one.
Okay, yeah. I can do that. I shall do that.
Does Finn only normally get 1 attack?
No, he does get 2, but he tried to like. He basically has to choose when he wants to use Horde Breaker.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Damn.
8 is also a miss, so that's going to count as your first attack. And
Okay.
because you're high level enough, you can do another attack.
Okay.
And it doesn't have
So-
to be one of those two. Like, if you want to hit the guy who tried to claw you, you can do that. Or you can try to hit blue again.
I want to try go blue again. I want to
Okay.
try and get him. I want to try and just knock him out.
Okay. 25 absolutely hits. Yep.
Finally.
Tell me what this looks like.
So Finn kind of deterred, goes to hit the blue one, kind of misses, goes and says, okay, fine, hits the green one and just he parries again. And with the momentum of the parry, he's like, I'm just going to get him, and swings it and bam, just like knocks him, I guess, right in the face, I guess. And he just kind of falls forward, or falls back rather.
Yeah, they crumple down to the ground, defeated. Okay, you still have a bonus action, and you also have movement if you want, but you are in range of 2 creatures.
I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. It is now Kish's turn. Kish will rush forward and use their hand axe. You can just type hand axe and drop it in the character sheet, right? Yeah! Hand axe! Ooh. It's whispering. Stop whispering. It's not a secret. Okay, 8 is a miss. KayBee, it's your turn.
Okay. KayBee unleashes with his short sword and dagger. First short sword attack on the gentleman with the green eyes.
Okay.
I think a 31 might hit
Yeah, it hits.
for 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Second attack, 14. I think that hits.
Yes.
22.
Oh, wow.
That's a 13 more for total 22.
Would you believe me if I told you it has 1 hit point?
I have a remedy for that.
Okay.
Follow up with the dagger.
Okay. Tell me what this looks like.
So KayBee, of course, being 2'9", all this happens at a very low level. And I think this is basically a lot of slashing in and out around his lower legs. And basically the guy is hamstrung and he collapses down and he gets the last one in kind of up near the face, and it's kind of grisly.
Yes. A bloody mist spurts around you as the Sawhagen creature falls.
And then I spin and I move around this other enemy right here behind Finn. I think I heard you say they are a spellcaster.
Yes. They had started to cast a spell. Kish cast Fog Cloud. The spellcaster came out of the Fog Cloud, spell disrupted, tried to swipe at Finn.
Okay, so I spin around and I come in real low with my weapons out, and I let out a little hiss. Rawr, trying to be scary.
Roll me an intimidation check, just for fun.
Yeah, it's probably cuter than it is anything.
18.
I guess it's kind of scary.
18. You see the wave shaper in front of you looking at Finn as they miss, and then look down at you with curiosity, disturbed more than anything else.
Yeah, they have a phobia of cuteness, I guess.
Maybe.
Could be.
Anything else for you?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. It is going to be their turn down here. I'm going to roll 2d20. Okay. You can hear, KayBee, you are right against the fog cloud here. You can hear there's individuals in the cloud moving around. One of them sounds confused. It sounds as if they accidentally walk into a wall, uncertain of which direction is which. But you can hear one of the other individuals beginning to move closer towards you, but they're still lost in the fog. It is now the Sawhagen champion's turn. They are going to Okay. Arlen's missing hit points, right?
Yes.
Okay. You see the Sahagin champion beginning to rise up, bleeding profusely, these savage scratch marks across their chest from this creature. And as they look up at you, Arlen, you can see this bloodlust frenzy in their eyes. They have this animalistic, almost wild look to them, transfixed on you, almost as if they can't even see any of the other threats around them. They will rush forward and use their multi-attack. They have Blood Frenzy, so these are going to be done at advantage because you do not have all of your hit points. It is going to try to bite you and then claw you. Bite, claw, claw.
17 damage.
17 damage. It bites into your arm and then it claws across your chest, across your belly, and that will be its turn.
Great. I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
Yes, do it.
So it needs to make a DC 15 saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, so it takes 7 points of fire damage.
All right. Let me check something. Okay. What does your Hellish Rebuke look like?
Yeah, I think as it's like biting into me, suddenly my blood just ignites and carries across like its face and then down a side of its body.
You see
as
this?
I'm just
you see
preparing
this
to hit it.
savage scorch mark across its body here. It looks like it definitely couldn't take another one of those.
Great.
The Wave Shaper will turn its attention down to you, KayBee. Do you have any missing hit points? You do not. Okay. It will attempt to bite you.
Miss.
Yep.
Armor class is 23 when I'm doing Blade Zone.
Makes 2 attacks. One of its bite, one is claws. Okay. Claws for 20. That misses. Okay. So you see that this creature moves with great dexterity, and there is something unusual about this particular Sahagin. As it tries to bite at the air where your head used to be before you dodge out of the way, where it tries to claw at you, the air in between is ice cold. There seems to be some kind of elemental enchantment that surrounds this particular creature. But that's this turn. It doesn't end up doing any damage here. Arlen, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to... No. Oh, I forgot I had 3rd level spells. I know I don't need that right now, but it's helpful to know. I'm just gonna hit it with my clubby club.
Okay. The champion's armor class is 16.
Oh, that's a 10. I'm not at advantage.
Okay, a 10 is a miss.
And a +1 to help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I use my bless from earlier that I was given?
Oh, yes. You can re-roll if you like.
Okay.
28 hits. Tell me what this looks like.
Yeah, so it was biting me and kind of got fire all over its face and body and stepped back briefly. And as it does, I just kind of take my club and swing it and hit it in the face, and it falls to the ground.
It falls to the ground, and you see the sea lion going to pounce onto it and just start goring the body.
And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to point at the champion while looking at the one by me, and then point at it and be like, to try to communicate, don't mess with me.
Okay. You can roll persuasion or intimidation here.
Okay.
Okay. 26. All right. You see some kind of logic and reason come into clarity in their eyes, but it's not their turn yet.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Quick. It is your turn.
So this the one with orange eyes, are they still looking pretty tough, pretty fresh?
Yes, they do not have any injuries on them whatsoever.
Quick as can be, right over there with the pick. Quick with the pick.
Okay. Armor class is 14.
And a 23, I think, is a hit.
Yep, that's 5 damage.
5 damage. And Quick is now going to use their second wind as a bonus action
Okay.
to regain some hit points.
Okay. You're a level 4 fighter. Very good. Restore 9 hit points.
That's it. Thank
All
you.
right. So it looked like it was about to retreat, Arlen. It drops its warhammer, and as it's beginning to retreat, Quick moves between the corpses here, lightning quick, and brings up their pick and smashes them in the back. They surge around, and they're going to attempt to bite Quick and claw Quick. 22 is a hit. Quick takes 5 piercing damage. Now it's going to be their turn. Garen, it's your turn. You muted.
Yeah, it helps if I unmute, doesn't it? So, Garen is going to attack this caster that's on KayBee and Finn.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to use steady aim to give himself advantage again.
Okay.
And
The Wave Shaper's armor class is 14. Woo! Okay. That is 21. That hits.
I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Okay.
Yeah. That is 4 more points of damage.
26
26.
damage. Okay. Very good. Okay, I think what happens here is you see that the spellcaster with the hand that had lifted earlier to cast a spell points it towards KayBee, and it looks like they're about to cast a spell. And as they take this arrow, it goes right through their hand,
Oh,
and they begin screaming in pain. Anything? Oh, you can't do anything. Okay.
Garen just smirks and looks at him.
Okay. It is the sea lion's turn. The sea lion is busy having lunch. Finn, it's your turn.
Yummy. So Finn will kind of turn behind him as he had remembered that the person behind him had kind of given a cold chill, and he kind of like turns around to kind of give them a look, and then he will kind of like grab his like great club and kind of twirl it in the air and go to aim his great club at the person behind him.
Okay. Armor class is 14. 13 will be a miss, but you do have a second attack.
You have Bless as well. That means you
Oh.
hit.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Bless is a 1d4, right?
Mhm.
So you only need one more, so it's going to hit no matter what you roll. Okay. So you do
Okay.
7 damage,
forgot about that. Yep.
and then you get a second attack.
Okay, I will once again use the bang.
13, and you also have Bless there as
This-
well.
That worked.
So that's another 7 damage. Yeah, you swing your great club, boof, boof, and they take the bodily blows, and they do not look very good anymore.
No, I'll say in this instant, they're not like like you said, kind of like body blows instead of like hitting on the head this time. I think Finn kind of wants just to turn around and just kind of hit him like on the side or in the gut or any of those areas.
Okay. It is Kish's turn. Kish will rush forward this way. And try to hand axe. 18's a hit for slashing damage to the orange-tipped coral creature here. KayBee, it's your turn.
Snicker snack with the short sword on the wizard.
Oh
That's a
my
crit.
god. Okay.
Oh,
That's gonna be 16 damage. Did it count the crit damage already?
Yep.
Oh, yes, at the bottom. Okay. 16, very good.
Does he want one more?
Yeah. That'll do it. For 12 additional damage, rolling a 20. What does this look like?
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I think they're looking at their hand, and I think I swat their hand aside, causing causing it to almost flop off of their arm, and blood is spraying. And then I have to jump up to kind of get him in the throat. It's a little bit of a reach, but it's a big poke. Then I turn around and I throw my dagger. I'm going to throw my dagger at the one back by the wall.
Okay. The orange coral smasher. Armor class is 14. Wow.
And I'm blessed.
And you're blessed. Yep.
So 9 points on them.
Oh, this counts your bless.
Actually, it does. You're right. My dagger is on the floor over there.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's a returning dagger, so it
Mhm.
reappears in my hand.
Okay. Yeah, it almost hits. It hits the wall right next to its head, and then it reappears in your hand. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Okay.
I guess I turn and await the approach of the enemies from behind.
Yeah. Okay. You only see one come out of the fog here. It re-emerges into view, or emerges for the first time into view right next to you, KayBee. And this particular being, you see that this Sahagin has a longer face and it has deep set eyes. There seems to be a bit of cloudiness over their eyes, and they are built more lanky than they are built sturdy or thick. They will raise up.
Oh, hi there.
Ooh, okay. Their most notable feature is from the base of their neck, kind of wrapping around the top of their head, is this appendage. And dangling in between its eyes is this fleshy, bulbous kind of tentacle. And as it turns to look in your direction, it begins to pulse with light.
That can't be good.
Ooh, stop whispering. Okay. It has the ability Light of Sekola. Magical light pulses from its lure. Any creature within 30 feet of the deep diver that can see the light must succeed on a DC 11 wisdom saving throw or be charmed until the end of its turn. We're going to consider charm as not like a turning you against your companions, but a like this guy's no longer a threat kind of charm. So KayBee, I think you're the only guy looking at him. No, KayBee and Finn. You two are closest here. I need wisdom saving throws from both of you, please.
19. And Finn, don't forget you're blessed.
Okay,
You're-
13
you're
from
good.
Finn. You both succeed. As you're looking at this creature, you get the sense that there's something enchanting about it. And you're looking at the light, you're able to shake it off, but you are able to tell that if you weren't so focused in the moment, that it might have persuaded you in some fashion with some kind of magical ability here. It will then, seeing that that has failed, try to claw you.
Nope.
24. It does 10 slashing damage to you, KayBee.
Okay. And since I'm concentrating on spell, I have to do a concentration check, which I made.
You rolled a 31 on your con save. What the fuck?
Does that pass?
Yes. 3 times. Okay, wonderful. The Sahagin champion is super dead. The Wave Shaper is super dead. Arlen, it's your turn.
Well, since my friends are just fighting this thing already, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it in the back with my club.
Okay. Armor class 14.
Ka-chow.
Wow.
Ooh,
29. That's nat 20 for 11 damage. You can hear breath being knocked out of its body, but it's still up.
Can I step on its weapon as well?
Yeah.
Let's make it hard for it to pick up.
Yeah.
And that is my turn.
Quick, it's your turn.
Pick him quick.
Okay, that's going to be a miss with a 7.
Dang.
The Coral Smasher will try to hit Arlen. It will try to do a bite and a claw.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay, you take 7 piercing damage and 6 slashing damage for a total of 13 damage there. Yeah, as soon as you smack your club into the back of this creature, it wheels around immediately, just instinctively begins to bite and claw into you.
I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, yes, please do. It will roll a dexterity save, and it did a nat 20.
Okay. So we'll take half of this damage.
Okay. Okay, it will take 5 damage. You see the scorch rake up its body again, and it hisses and howls in pain. Garen, it is your turn. The Coral Smasher looks very, very, very badly wounded.
yeah. So I think Garen's going to turn and attack him.
Okay.
So.
That'll do it. What does this look like?
So as it's
For 18 damage.
reeling back from the fire, the hellish rebuke from Arlen, Garen fires, and it hits it in the back of the neck and actually pierces right through its neck, and the arrow pokes out, pointing right at Arlen.
The Sahagin crumples to the ground, defeated. Would you like to move?
Yeah, because Garen's probably gonna need to move so we can
Actually,
see what else
roll
is
me a
going on.
perception check real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
26. Okay. From your vantage point, halfway in the room, halfway out, you're able to kind of keep an ear to the hallway behind you as all this is going on, just kind of in the back of your mind. And you are very confident that there's no one coming in the hallway that you just came from.
Okay.
There hasn't been even a peep of a sound in that direction.
It's rare for the DM to randomly ask for a perception check to say it's all clear.
Well, I feel like that it's pretty important. And also, this was supposed to be a stealth mission. And, you know, yeah,
And-
y'all are making a
yeah.
lot of noise over here.
We are, and thank you for thinking of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Garen's move.
Okay. The sea lion is busy. Finn, you see this deep diver that attempted to charm you, but failed. It's your turn.
I will attempt to charm it with my great club to the face.
Okay. Armor class is 15. That's a hit.
Ooh.
It takes 8 damage. And you get a second attack if you want to do that.
Mhm.
Okay, 18 also hits, another 8 damage. Very good. This deep diver, as you are fighting it, it doesn't seem to have much armor on its form, but you get the sense that this creature is almost pure muscle. It is lean. It is a fighting machine. This demonic creature that is just staring you down as you smash into it with the great club.
I think you muted Stella.
Muted.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Nope.
Nope.
We cannot hear you.
Can you hear me?
No.
Stream?
Oh,
There we go.
There we go.
There we
I
go.
can hear you now.
That was weird. Okay. Yeah, so this guy's really tough.
I was gonna say he just. Oh, I wasn't gonna interrupt you because I didn't know what was going on, but I was gonna say he's just. He's got the physical. Like instead of having like armor, he's just got like physical armor. He's got the muscle for physical armor.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. It's
Nice.
Kish's turn. Kish is going to pick up the spear that the champion dropped. That's going to be their turn. KayBee, it's your turn. Thanks, chat.
KayBee turns on this guy with the dangly sparkly bit and gonna unleash a flurry of blows. Short sword. If he's still standing, he gets the dagger.
Okay, yeah, he's still standing. The first blow, 21, hits for 12 piercing damage. The second hit at 22 hits for 9 piercing damage. The dagger at 28 hits for 12 piercing damage. Yeah, as you're cutting into this individual here, they're looking down at you menacingly. These wounds would fell most creatures. You are expertly fighting against this guy, but you get the sense that this creature is unfeeling. It is something supernatural, and
It's not regenerating, is it?
no, it's not.
Okay, so its wounds aren't closing.
Mm-mm.
Gotcha.
It is bleeding, but it doesn't seem to feel the pain that you're inflicting on it.
And when I'm in the kitchen, I cut it like this, then I cut it like that, and then there's the apples, and then, of course, there's the pie.
Okay, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. The deep diver. One day I'll roll well. You get the sense, KayBee, that this guy here in the fog just really is not having a great day.
We're over here.
Oh, okay. I'll do it at advantage next turn. So the deep diver that you're fighting will claw at you. Claw.
Miss.
And they
miss.
both miss. That guy's dead. Arlen, it's your turn.
All right. Arlen is going to come over here. Is this one still alive?
Yeah, that's the one they're fighting.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with my club.
Okay, armor class is 15.
Kerchow.
Okay, it takes 9 bludgeoning damage. As it takes this blow, it rocks the body back, and without even a grimace, it just shifts his arm back into place. Anything else for you?
I don't. Uno momento, por favor. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm done.
Okay. Quick, it's your turn.
Quick moves down right next to Arlen, and as he does, he makes a clicking sound. Comes from his beak as he eyeballs Arlen right next to him, and he reaches out with his pick.
Okay, 12 is a miss.
And as this opponent bobs around, Quick tries to stay really close to Arlen. Quick has his shield up and he's ready to help if needed. He's got a reaction he can use.
Okay. Most mushrooms are dead. Garen, it's your turn.
All right. Well, since Big and Glowy is still alive, Garen is going to take aim and use steady aim
Mm-hmm.
and fire.
Okay. That's a hit. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's going to be 29 damage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Wow.
my god. Okay. You see the deep diver take an arrow to the throat, but it doesn't, and you can hear it like gurgling on blood, but it doesn't seem pained at all. It just stares forward at the immediate threats around it.
Is it bloodied?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's physically diminished?
It looks fucked up,
Okay, good.
but it doesn't seem to feel the pain whatsoever. Sea lions, I'm just gonna remove the sea lion from the turn order. Finn, it's your turn.
What is this going made of? Also, KayBee, that was a neat cooking lesson from you, but we'll discuss that later. I am going to he's gonna take his great club and he goes, I just feel bad for you. I hope this at least will knock you out. And he'll go ahead and use his great club.
Okay. It has 4 hit points. Tell me what
Yes.
this looks like.
So, Finn is just initially just freaked out after all this. Everyone sort of comes by and does their blows to this creature, and he's in awe after right to the throat was that arrow, and he just stood there like, oh, look at my cool necklace, and he's like, and then he kind of takes that out of his mind. He grabs his great club and he's like, I hope this finally does it. And he clocks him in the head. And I would assume with everything else that this person has not reacted to, they just kind of like, I bonk him in the head. They kind of just look off and just fall.
Yeah, this demonic creature crumples down without so much a sound. Is there anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Kish will move around the room here, spear in hand. They lift up their hand towards the fog and they dismiss it. And as the fog goes down, disappearing, you see that there's another one of these creatures and it wheels around in your direction. Anyone looking in this direction, which will be everybody, I need you to roll for me a DC 11 wisdom saving throw. As it uses its light of Sekolah on the party.
Saved by my blast.
I'm gonna use my. Or do I have a blessing?
Blessings reset at the beginning of every stream. I don't think you have one
No.
here. So actually, if you read the thing, it tells you what happens when you're charmed. Okay, when you're charmed, basically, you like just stop fighting. You just go like get kind of dazed because you're staring into the light. Because it's like a lure fish, you know?
This works for me.
So that's what
good.
happens. Okay, so we got a 12 from KayBee, a 12 from Finn, a 6 from Garen, and a 15 from Arlen. Oh, I need one from Quick, and then I'll do one for Kish. It's a wisdom saving throw. Kish succeeds with a nat 20. And Quick gets a 5. Okay, so what that means is Garen and Quick, there's something about this light that just entrances you. It feels almost as if all the noises around you begin to fade and all you can stare into is this beautiful, almost gemstone-like light that's dangling between these deep ruby red eyes. And you are essentially incapacitated as you are staring at this. You can also re-roll the saving throw at the end of your turns. So that's gonna be Kish's turn. KayBee, you managed to shake it off. You have total agency here.
Yep. So KayBee springs forward.
Leave my friends alone.
Short sword.
Okay. Armor
Short
class
sword.
is 15. That hits.
Make it-
That hits. It's 23 damage.
Dagger. Critical. 10.
Okay, another 10 damage. Again, you slash into this guy. Not even a sound of pain.
So I think it's every blow is like,
Stop. Don't do that to my friends. Back off.
Okay. Thank you, Schroeder, for the blessing to Garen.
Yes.
Okay, it is the deep diver's turn. The deep diver will... This one has a glaive, and it will reach up and try to hit you with its glaive 2 times. That's a nat 1. 15
Yeah,
is
so
not
I think
gonna
the
hit.
first one I jump over it as it goes under my feet. In the second one, I'm kind of watching his eyes, and he's gonna decide how to attack me, and I move, and then he swings in the spot I was in anyways.
Mm-hmm. Arlen, it's your turn. You're able to shake off this weird charm thing that I was trying to do. Muted?
All right. I'm gonna move back here.
Okay.
And I will hit it with my club.
Yeah. Armor class 15.
Kerchow.
11 is a miss.
I have bless.
Okay.
Kerchow. Nope.
Nope. Fortunately, that's not going to cut it. Okay. On Quick's turn, please roll me a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, Quick is just standing in place. Garen, please roll me a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
And you do have a pocket blessing.
And I'm gonna use my blessing.
Okay, go ahead. 22.
There we go.
Okay, describe to me what happens here. For a whole 6 seconds, you were unable to see anything but pretty light.
Yeah, well, as Garen was starting to prepare to aim in, when Garen is aiming in, he just gets so focused on what he's looking at that that he ignores everything else. And then when that light started shining, it just completely drew him in, and that's all he could see. And then finally he just, oh, okay.
Do you think that Garen was just able to shake it off, or did something happen, or was there something in particular that snapped him out of it?
No, I'd say that this was something that might have happened to him once before when he was in training, and one of his friends would notice him just getting too focused, and they'd snap their fingers at just the right time to snap him out of it, and he just heard that snap, and he woke himself up.
I like to imagine that that friend was Red, the guy that you had met at the dock.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So
it was Red.
You just hear Red's voice in the back of your head. It snaps you out of it. That will be, unfortunately, the end of your turn, but you're no longer charmed. Okay, Finn, it's your turn. You're able to shake off the charm. Muted.
Yeah, I was trying to like figure out where I grabbed the wrong thing. Yeah, 20 feet. Okay, I can run up to him. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I could run up to him before. Okay. Boom. And then I guess for fun, like Finn is just kind of like still a little freaked out, but he's like, all right, shaking off the charm. And he kind of just runs. And as he runs with the momentum of his great club, and he kind of swings with his run.
Okay. Armor class 15.
Nice.
Okay, that's a hit. 6 damage. You also have a second attack if you want to do that. That's also a hit. You do 5 damage. You see these bruises forming underneath the thin scales of its torso as you're smashing your great club, but this creature, this otherworldly entity, just doesn't seem to register the pain. Kish will run forward, and they now have a spear. Oh, it only has a reach of 5. Okay. Kish gets up into melee range, and two-handed spear tries to hit. Does hit, because armor class is 15, does 3 piercing damage. KayBee, it is your turn.
Yeah, come on, everybody. Let's gang up on this guy.
17's a hit, 13 damage. 19's a hit, 13 damage. 26 is a hit, 12 damage. It's still up.
Next.
It is its turn now. It will attempt to glaive hit
Me.
Kish. Glaive. Okay. Its armor class is 13, so it will take a total of 25 damage here. This person only has 2 hit points left. You see the deep diver wheel around as it's beginning to be surrounded in all directions, and it goes for the individual that's dressed in rags. And as it takes this mighty glaive, you see this glaive is just this metallic pole arm that has this long stone-like blade on one end. And they slash it, just burying it into the guts of the person right next to it. Pull it out. Do it again. Pull it out. And Kish looks very badly hurt, but that's going to be their turn. Arlen, it's your turn.
Gonna hit it with my club.
Okay. Has 6 hit points. Oh, you kill it. What happens?
It's like stabbing Kish over and over and over again, and while it does that, I kind of like sneak to the side out of its eye shot because I'm not wearing heavy armor. I can sneak now, and I just like bash it across the head, and it falls to the ground.
You mean you can attempt to sneak?
I'm super good at sneaking now, actually.
And with that will be the end of this particular combat. As the deep diver falls, an eerie silence fills the room. You can hear the distant noises of the Sahagin from the arena down the hallway in the direction of that you had come from. In this particular chamber, as you're looking around now, the enemies felled. It's quite clear that this was a barracks of some kind, that it is a barracks of some kind. And the room that is adjacent to it seems to be an armory. A few of you are heaving breaths as you are in various states of injury. You still hear the meaty, gory sounds of the sea lion feasting in the background. And you see Kish take a step back away from the deep diver, and they collapse in great pain, surrendering to the pain of their wounds, trying to fight for breath. And
So
it'll be here that we'll take a quick break. And when we get back, we'll continue the role play and investigation of this room. So please join us in taking a little break, grab some water, grab a snack, do a little stretch. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We're back, everybody. So, as the din of combat leaves this room, there is an eerie silence. Kish goes, ah, as they fall down to a knee and they're gripping at their bleeding gut.
KayBee will peek around the corner, make sure there's nobody in this room down here, and then go in to attend to our friends. We have a few people who are hurt pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. You peek around the corner and it's quite clear that there's no one in that room there. It appears to be some kind of an armory. You can definitely see like armor and equipment in there.
Garen is going to come back down to this hallway and make certain that, or take another glance down, see if he sees or hears anyone coming.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Wow, nat 20 into a 30. Okay, you are very certain that there are no patrols coming. KayBee, did you want to do... What approach do you want to take here?
Yeah, so I'm going to upcast a Cure Wounds to maximum level, which for me is the 3rd level slot.
Mm-hmm.
As I walk up to Arlen.
Boss, is it okay if I help you out a little bit?
I got my glowing hands.
Thank you. I'm better than he is, so perhaps help the one on the ground crying out in pain.
I'll get him too.
Yeah, maybe get him first, and then we can see about me.
So I'll lay a glowing palm onto our friend.
Okay.
Give him 13 points.
All right.
1st level casting. And then on Arlen, I'm going to do a 3rd level casting. 24 points for Arlen, 13 for Kish.
Okay. Excellent. What does it look like as the...
So my hand glows as I lower it down to the person. I'm not sure where Kish is hurt. Maybe he was poked
The
on his
gut.
leg. Yeah, so I lower my hand down to him, and there's a faint, almost like a otherworldly fairy glow under my hand. It's almost like moonlight. And then there's a swirling in the air, and leaves appear swirling, and they scatter all around. And then as the healing fades and settles into the person, the leaves they curl up and disappear.
Excellent. You see the person, they begin to steady their breath. They are no longer bleeding, and the pain seems to subside with your efforts. They slowly stand up, leaning heavily against the glaive that they have taken.
And then for Arlen, it's like both hands, and it's a fountain of leaves.
Thank you.
Gotta keep you in the fight, boss.
You see Quick moves towards the group of you, no longer entranced, and they look quite concerned as they turn their head to cast their beady black eye onto the others. But upon seeing everyone is okay, their feathers smoothen out. Finn, what do you think you would do here? Is there anything you want to do?
Honestly, I think the only thing Finn is kind of thinking of is first he's gonna try and see if he kind of wants to see anything because he's still kind of freaked out by these two entities that seem to just take nothing and just kind of look at you blankly like nothing's happening to them.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of wants to look at them, see whatever maybe is on them, kind of take a look to see if maybe anything has been, just kind of examine them a little bit, just kind of look at, he's just fascinated with them.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and roll me either investigation or perception here.
Okay.
I'll give you different information depending on which one you choose.
Investigation or perception. They're both the same, so we'll do investigation.
Okay, that's a nat 20 and 22. Very good. As you're kind of surveying the area, trying to examine the details of this room, you notice that there is a set of stairs against the wall here that leads up. You get the sense that there's probably people up there. I'm going to say you kind of maybe take a few steps up to peek over, and you can definitely sense that there are people on the other floor above you. But they didn't hear the din of combat, and they certainly don't detect you now. As you move down to look at the corpses of these demons, you find mostly just their weapons. So we have the glaives from the deep... One of the deep divers has a glaive. The coral smashers have war hammers, and the champion had a spear that Kish is now holding. But they don't have any pockets. They don't have any particular items of note. We will say that the deep divers and the wave shaper, the one that had the icy claws, they are wearing these necklaces that have a crude symbol made out of bleached coral. And it's almost like a Y shape. It's so crude you can't really tell what it is, but it's basically a Y shape.
Do I recognize it at all?
Ooh, can I get a religion check from you?
I would love to give you a religion check. I'm always so good at these.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. 26. Is a 26? You absolutely know what this is. It is a... You know that this is the symbol of Sekolah. Sekolah is one of the demonic entities that the Sahagin worship.
Okay. Got it. Do I know anything about Sekolah? Besides...
Sekolah's whole thing is to just eat everything, devour everything, essentially. They are an evil god.
Okay. Right, so it looks like this group of Sahagin worship Sekolah, who's a big fan of eating everything, which is a lot of fun.
Eating is good.
He looks at the world as a buffet.
Not everything, though.
Well, the god they worship, apparently. Okay. Well, there's nothing of note here. I was gonna take the necklace because I didn't know what it was, but now that you know, I don't know if I really need it.
I don't know if I want it.
Well, I'm always curious into these things. That's my little bit of forte. However,
True.
up the stairs there, no one seemed to have heard us, but I know there's people up there.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm pretty confident there's still quite a bit more down here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, a question real quick. You said this is a barracks.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see that they've got weapons and armor and things stored here?
Yes. The small room that you had peered into earlier is an armory. There are 2 stone racks that run the length of this room, forming aisles. The racks hold spears, tridents, warhammers.
Well, boss, if we're gonna invade here, maybe we need to break all their weapons.
All right, that's a good idea. Looking in there, are their weapons semi-breakable?
Yeah. Depending on how you want to go about it, there are 6 ornately carved spears. There are 6 tridents, each with a pearl set into the grip end of them. There are 8 warhammers with shark motif carved into the heads.
Oh, those all sound pretty cool.
They do sound pretty cool.
Yeah. Garen, is this a door right here? Is it an open doorway that doesn't close?
There's no door.
Because Garen was going to close the door. So that they
Close the
didn't
door,
notice.
lock it from the inside. All right.
Another thing that you notice in the small room, KayBee, you notice that the floor of this entire level of the dungeon, parts of it are submerged and parts of it are... It's uneven flooring. The armory here is partially submerged, and you can see towards the far back side of the armory, there are some cages. Where's the description? There is a small metal cage divided into 2 chambers, and they are lined with glass. Sorry, not glass. It is submerged. One container contains a gold-colored fish, and the second chamber has a bright silver fish. And they are a bit on the large side. They're about the size of a small dog each. And you can tell from just looking at it that these are vicious fish.
These are fish, not mechanical or ornamental objects, correct?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I mean, are they moving?
They're moving around, yeah,
Okay.
in the water.
I'll do a little bit of investigation.
Okay.
25.
With a 25, they're definitely fighting fish. They are organic.
Do they look like they could be a danger to people? Are they like piranha fish? They got nasty teeth, or?
I don't think you could tell by just looking at them. They are
Okay.
foreign to you.
Okay, and they're down in the water, right?
Yeah, this room is partially submerged.
Yeah,
you
I
would
think I'd
probably
call.
figure that Arlen's probably more.
Yeah, I call the others over to investigate as we're talking about destroying weapons and poking little fish and things like that. I think we definitely want to assess how we can hinder them if there's going to be a bigger battle later.
Okay.
Yes, we get Arlen's eyes on the fish.
Okay, Arlen, as you enter into this room, it's partially submerged. You can see that there are 2 cages, each one with a fish about the size of a small dog each. Go ahead and roll me a nature check at advantage.
Okay, I would love to make a nature check for you at advantage.
Okay, 19. You are familiar with fighting fish. These are brightly colored. They come in all sorts of colors, and you can tell that these have been collected for sport. These particular ones, because one is gold and one is bright silver. You know that though they are considered fighting fish, that their natural nature is not to be aggressive. So they're kind of like forced into a like fight or flight kind of thing. But they're not creatures that are generally like weaponized. Like they're not going to be used as like attack fish by the Sahagin.
Okay. And they're fish, right? So they can only swim.
They're just fish, yeah.
And is there a back exit in this little area leading to like a larger body of water, or is it just like this little area with water and they're kind of like stuck here?
So essentially, like if you're trying to free them, they'll be able to like swim out basically because of the way the water has like submerged parts of the dungeon here. There's never going to be at any point where you're completely dry. So they can like, there'll be points where like the water might be like 5 inches, but it'll be enough for the fish to swim away.
Okay. Arlen is gonna. Are these locked, or can I?
You can open them. They're not locked.
Open them.
Okay. Do you open them at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. You open them at the same time, and the fish just swim away.
Perfect. Hey kids, animal cruelty is bad.
Until they bite you in the leg.
They're a very peaceful breed. They don't actually fight. Honestly, it's more the people that force them to fight sometimes, but they themselves are very peaceful creatures.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah. Besides that, it's a room full of war weapons.
Yeah, I think I try to start breaking weapons. Anything that I can do to hinder these enemies in a future fight be worth it.
How do you want to go about this? Because they are all very well maintained.
Yeah, so, like take a spear off of a shelf and then hold it at an angle and then stand on it and break it.
Okay. I think this is going to be kind of difficult to do.
Or ask one of my stronger friends to help.
That you could do that, yeah. Who do you want to ask?
Finn? Yes, KayBee.
Maybe you can help me break these weapons. I don't want to get poked by him later.
Yeah, no, that seems good. Kind of looks at the Warhammer. I kind of like the look of that one, though.
Maybe you should keep one of those.
You think so? You think maybe?
You have a backpack? We can just fill it up with weapons.
I do have a backpack. I mean, but yeah, we can destroy whatever you want. But I think I might keep one of those Warhammers. Those look fun.
Okay, if you want to keep one, just add a Warhammer to your inventory. It's just a regular Warhammer.
I was just gonna ask. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
It does have a shark motif carved into the head.
Nice. And then Finn will then attempt to, I guess, start like, I don't know, breaking or whatever, trying to help destroy the other pieces of weapons.
Okay. If y'all are just going to use like your own raw physical force, I'm going to say that this is going to be a DC 20 strength check here. If KayBee is going to help you or you're going to help KayBee, you can do this at advantage.
What about a KayBee? You gonna help me?
Absolutely. And I also give Finn guidance if that helps.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and try this then. You said so it'd be just clicking the word strength right here on my sheet, right?
Yep. Go ahead and do a strength check. Nice. You got 20. Very good. Okay. Even with hitting it, so you are able to successfully break these weapons. It's not easy. It's probably one of the most difficult things that you've ever tried to break, Finn. These are weapons of war meant to kill, and they are meant to be sturdy, right? And not fail you in those critical moments of combat. So it takes a great amount of effort on your part, and we're going to say that this takes like 45 minutes because there are so many of them.
Yeah.
But essentially, they are all broken, and you can even take the pearls out of the tridents if you want. So that's going to be 6 pearls.
And I guess I would say that if it's going to take a long time, at some point Arlen might say, "Okay, knock it off," and maybe we just carry him out or something, right?
That's fine.
Right, you're all taking too long, and I start taking some of them out, and I communicate with the sea lion because I have a special ability to communicate with aquatic life, and gesture for it to break these things.
Okay. Let me get an animal handling check at advantage here.
I would love to give you an animal handling check at advantage here.
Okay, that's a 20. Very good. So with your request, and Kish basically encourages it to help you as well. The sea lion will help break the weapons, and it'll cut down the time. We'll say that it only takes 20 minutes instead of 45 to destroy all of the weapons. So 6 pearls that are 10 gold each. Someone add that to your inventory. And then 1 war hammer with shark motif.
Finn, can you add all those things to your inventory?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that is pretty much the majority of that room. What would the party like to do?
And I think we should continue exploring this lower level before we start moving up, if we need to start moving up.
Oh, I agree.
All right.
All right. If the party would like to begin to move out, please move your tokens.
So what is Arlen wearing for armor?
I think it's leather.
Okay. Boss, you want to get a little magical protection to help you a little bit?
Sure. I won't say no.
So I cast mage armor on Arlen, and what that gives you, your base armor class is 13 plus your dexterity modifier. So instead of having leather plus dex, you'll have 13 plus dex.
Perfect. My armor class is now 13 instead of 12.
Oh, really?
You can choose to save that spell slot if you would like.
Nope, it's worth it. Don't want to see you get hit hard again.
Does the mage armor look cool?
It does. It looks. It's in essence, it's a glossy sheen over all your clothing and your body, and it looks like the wild, the deep, flowery shrubbery of the forest. But it's kind of it's transparent. You can see through it, and
Mhm.
there's light scintillating colors. It's not bright and gaudy, but anybody who stands and looks at it and he's like, damn, that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
You know, let's face it, this is D&D. That 1 point of AC can make all the difference
Oh my
sometimes.
god, yes.
Can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, as the group of you are beginning to move down into the hallway, you only have one direction to go, essentially. And I'm assuming that Garen is kind of leading the forefront, trying to sneak ahead. Let me get stealth checks if y'all are trying to be sneaky.
Garen almost does stealth by habit at this point.
Okay, that's a 21 from Garen, a 21 from KayBee, a 25 from Finn, because you're not wearing your heavy armor right now.
Hey, everybody, let's pray. Let's just pray for a second. 12 ain't bad.
Oh, 12 is good. Okay. As a group check, y'all are doing pretty good. And then can I get a perception check from Garen?
Okay.
26. Very good. It is around here. I've moved everyone on the map a little bit. It is around at this point, Garen, that you pick up sound coming from the hallway. You get the sense that there's noise coming from this direction, the original hallway that you came from. It sounds like someone's moving towards you.
Got somebody coming towards us. Garen whispers.
Should we fall back and like ambush them?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea.
Okay. How far back do you want to fall back?
Well, if they're coming down the hallway, there seems to be only one destination.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd
Okay.
probably retreat back to the room.
All the way
Mhm.
back to the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll pretty up the bodies and move them out of eyesight of
Okay.
the door.
Okay. Out of eyesight of the door. All right. Hold on. Great. Okay. So you don't necessarily have to move your tokens. Eventually, so the group of you back all the way up into the previous room. You see the carnage that you've lain in your wake, and you begin to like move the bodies out of the way. And about 10 minutes pass, and you realize that they didn't go in your direction. There must have been a patrol, and they went south instead of north towards you, because they don't come into the room. And then we'll say that y'all eventually come back out into the hallway.
I'm sorry I was being jittery, everyone.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Okay. This is a very large map, so I'm going to zoom way out for stream. All right. Once you get to, let's say, this first fork, y'all will have to like make a decision. Oh shit. It does not like me mass dragging tokens. Okay. We'll say that y'all get to about there, and then you'll have to make a decision of which direction you want to go now.
Well, you said that they didn't come our way, so I assume that they went further down straight than where we are. This turn here to this hallway, I think, is where we came in.
Yes.
So,
There's more
but there is more
both
down
directions.
that. Yeah, there's more down both. So I'm good with either one. So what do you all think?
Arlen points down the hall from where we started. Explore the other side.
Then we will move on to the other side.
Okay. Fantastic. Vivacia, thank you so much for the blessing to GeekDice.
Yay!
Thank you.
Okay, normally we like, you know, be a little more crawly with the dungeon crawl, but it's kind of a pain in the ass when you're doing it on a stream. So I will reveal in chunks, unfortunately. So as y'all decide to go in this direction, drag your tokens over. Oh, I can't do it on that computer. Oops. You essentially sneak your way past sneak your way past the arena area here. And as you do, you get to another fork, essentially. You see one kind of quickly bends into a direction towards the north, and one just goes straight south, probably wrapping around the arena.
So
Mhm.
did we come to believe that Kish understands Sagan language?
No.
Okay.
And you can ask Kish any questions as well. Kish will explicitly say that they do not understand.
Okay, cool.
Garen is going to take a moment at this intersection to try to listen, see if he hears anything.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check. 28, very good. You try to pick up as much information as you can. It's a bit limited here. We'll say that the water in the direction that's going north, it gets substantially deeper. The water is starting to pool like up towards your chest if you're going to go down this hallway. But it's a lot quieter in that direction. And it's really hard to make out noises in this direction because it's so close to the arena. You just
Right.
hear the chattering of
Drowned out.
very many people.
Yeah, anything in this direction is probably drowned out by the noise in there. All right. Garen's had his fill of water. He's gonna motion down south corridor.
Okay.
Mhm.
So y'all as a party want to go south? Okay. All right. As you're sneaking your way down, you see that it does pretty obviously open up into the arena here. And it just continues past, just going down, down, down. I'll say that if y'all want to sneak past the arena, you'll have to do another stealth check here. Okay.
Ow.
That's a 7.
Wait, do I have any blessings?
I don't think you do.
Okay.
KayBee has a blessing.
That's fine.
That's a 7 for Finn, 28 from Garen, an 8 from Arlen, and a 24 from KayBee. I'm going to say that as a group, y'all are going to succeed, but it's pretty dicey. What happens as y'all are moving that there's a moment of like, oh shit, maybe we made too much noise, but ends up being okay.
I will say for Finn, he is not used to carrying around this Warhammer yet. So he's like adjusting it in his book bag. And he's like, I think this is okay. And he adjusts it and he like ends up accidentally slamming his backpack with the hammer in it into like the wall. So it makes like a boom, 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 boom noise.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, for a little extra flavor, we'll say that Finn was about right here-ish when that happened.
Okay.
So almost by the arena, but there was enough of everyone else going like, move, 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 like just pushing me on that like it got lost in the arena noise. But like you could probably think that maybe one or two in the back area would like, where'd that banging come from?
Mm-hmm. How about for Arlen?
I think the sea lion bumps into me accidentally and like pushes me forward and like stumble a bit and kind of make a noise.
I like it. The sea lion doesn't really seem to understand that y'all are trying to be on the quiet side. It does kind of hunker down, and it kind of makes a noise back at you like but you see Kish place their hand on what the hell is this revealed pattern? place a hand onto the sea lion, and it does manage to settle down quite a bit. As you're passing by the arena, you see there's so many Sahagin here. They seem to be chattering amongst each other, trying to... They're waiting for some kind of spectacle, or perhaps waiting for something to happen. They don't notice you. There's a cinematic moment here as Finn, you do make that bit of noise, and you duck behind the wall right as a Sahagin turns to look. They don't see anything. They don't notice that your shadow casting over the threshold of the doorway, and they just turn and begin to speak to the person next to them. But y'all managed to successfully make it past. And as you do, you begin to approach another fork. You have to make a decision of which way you want to go.
Garen, being Garen, is going to try to listen, see what he can hear.
Okay. Another perception check. 16. Okay. With a 16, let's see. We're going to say that the area to the left is more flooded. That's going to be room 56. Where'd you go? Oh. Okay, yeah. You get the sense that the room to the west is going to be flooded. There is a doorway that doesn't close. That kind of signifies that it must be an enclosed space of some kind. And towards beyond it, this area is quiet. There's some kind of noise. The splashing of water being displaced to the left and to the right. You hear a lot of distant noise, but you don't hear anything nearby.
There might be something in that room. Down here.
Mm-hmm.
Pointing to the left.
Yeah.
Do we go peek?
I think if we go east, we'll end up wrapping around the arena again.
It does look like it, yeah. So, I guess, do we go investigate the noise down the other hole?
I would like to.
Okay, then let's investigate the noise down the other hole.
Okay. So to confirm, you're going left.
Yes,
right.
we're going
Into the water. Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
We go
Oh, I don't
splash.
like that giggle.
Why? It's fine.
How deep is the water?
It's right up to your nose, KayBee.
Okay.
You alright, KayBee?
I have to jump up and say, I'm okay.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. I need stealth checks from everybody.
Oh.
We're all gonna roll high stealth, and we're gonna sneak right.
Yeah, I got
past
my
them.
bad roll out of the way. We're good. We're good.
I may be using my blessing here. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope.
That's
Oh, we crushed it.
nice. That's a 17 from Arlen, 29 from Garen, 25 from Finn, and a 20 from KayBee. Okay, so you peek around the corner stealthily. You are all super quiet. The water is pretty high as you're stepping in towards this direction, but somehow you're able to move slow enough that the water makes no sound as it ripples around you. You see that this pillared area has a vast seaweed bed filling the north end and a considerable number of coffers with their lids closed, set neatly against the east and west walls. Several Sahagin float around the area along with a pair of sharks.
I whisper the word, ouch.
You notice quite visibly that there are two spellcasters And you're unfamiliar with the type of Sahagin that these might be. These individuals seem to be lightly armored. They wear these bone-like pauldrons, but they don't have these coral formations on them as the others that you've seen so far.
Well, what do you think, boss?
I think if this is a stealth mission, we should look elsewhere. If this isn't a stealth mission anymore, we can kill them. But stealth mission should look around elsewhere.
It's too risky. There are way too many in that arena. If they hear us, we're dead.
Yeah.
Sneak past the people that are here. Maybe? Is there anything even past this? Or do we find a dead end?
From
turn
the
around.
angle of being at this corner, you won't be able to really tell that there's a door here.
That's what I figured. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have to go the other way, back behind what would presumably be behind the stadium, but I don't know.
There was another path to the northwest as well.
The water was quite deep in there as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, what's the move? Do you want to pursue this room? Do you want to head east, or do you want to go back up north?
Peek around the corner down this way. Just to peek what's over this way.
Okay. If you want to go by yourself, then I'll need another stealth check from you.
He has 200 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
So, yeah, I
So
peek.
I'll reveal up to the corner.
Oh,
There's more this way.
okay.
Let's go check out that direction.
Sounds good to me.
I'll need stealth checks from everyone that begins to move that way.
Dang it.
Okay, that's a 17 from Finn, 20 from Garen, 11 from KayBee, and a 6 from Arlen.
Even when you're not in heavy armor.
I don't have any dexterity. I'm sorry.
It'll be fine. As a group, you succeed. Arlen, what has you tripped up this time?
No, I just got 2 left feet, you know? Just tripping all over myself.
Anyway,
And
are you
others.
sure it's not the squish squash of waterlogged boots?
No, I'm very comfortable with waterlogged boots.
True.
That's true.
Okay, so as you come up on this corner here, y'all are able to maintain your stealth here. And you see what appears to be a Spartan area furnished only with a long bench set against the east wall. At the south end of the east wall, there are bronze gate bars that exit to the west. Beside it, on the north wall, a bronze mechanism of chains, wheels, and pulleys. Next to the mechanism, a wooden peg has been driven into a crack in the wall. A rope, descending through a hole in the ceiling, is lashed to the peg. You can see that there are 2 Sahagin here occupying this area. They are resting, and they have weapons. Let me get an insight check from anybody.
I would love to give you an insight check from anybody.
Okay. Wow, everyone's just killing it. Garen with the nat 2024 insight, KayBee 21, Arlen 25, Finn with a 12. Y'all are able to discern that this must be kind of like a guard post, and these 2 are just on duty, on guard duty. They are having a low conversation. They seem really bored, and they are not alert whatsoever. You get the sense that they have probably been on their shift for quite some time. You get the sense that what this thing here is Essentially, it is a pulley system where if you push on it, it's going to raise the gate that is here or lower the gate. There's a wooden peg that's pushed into it to keep it into place. So if you were to remove the wooden peg from here, it'll close this door. So right now, the gate is open. What do y'all do? What do you say?
We can
Garen-
take these two and see what's down there.
Yeah, Garen's got his hand on his arrows already, waiting
I
for the
cast
cue.
bless.
Yeah, Garen, start us off.
All right.
Okay.
Garen will, once KayBee casts Bless, Garen will fire on the closest Sahagin.
Okay, so we'll have a surprise round here. Let me put on some combat music.
And since Garen has surprise, if it hits, it crits.
Okay, let me get turn order from everybody, please. Select your tokens.
I will courageously give Garen advantage.
Oh, the 23 that he got the first time is definitely the better
Yeah,
initiative,
that's fine. This is just what Arlen would do.
right?
What the? Oh, there it is. Okay. Initiative for you. Initiative for you. Okay. All right, surprise round. Garen, you get to go first.
Righty.
Okay, so we'll say that this Sahagin here, it doesn't have any coral growing on it. It's like the others that you had seen in the previous room. It has just minimal armor on, and it's wielding a spear. The one closer to you is also holding a spear, and it's a champion. It was the very formidable leader type that you had seen in the previous room.
Right?
So which
Yeah.
one did you want to hit?
Garen is going to hit the champion.
Okay. So that is going to be a total of 26 damage.
And then because he's got surprise, he gets to roll damage again.
Okay.
Plus one additional die 6 because of Piercer. So total of 6 die 6.
Okay. Damn.
Additional 20.
Okay.
I'll re-roll that one.
Okay.
Additional 22 damage.
All right. Jesus. Okay. You let an arrow loose, and it slams into the champion's face. They are completely messed up from your blow, and they're reeling. They're not even able to cry out in pain because of how much shock they're in, but they're not dead.
All right. And yeah, you know what? Garen's gonna step back over this way and use a bonus action to hide
Okay.
because he's out of their line of sight.
Okay. Very good. The champion, I'm going to have them... They took so much damage. I'm going to make them do a Constitution saving throw. 15. Okay, they managed to get up. And, what are you going to do? One of you's not full health. Arlen, okay. The Sahagin champion's head snaps in your direction, and you see their ruby red eyes almost start to glow as they're looking at you. They flare their nostrils. They seem to be able to smell blood in the air. And he will charge forward and try to hit you. He hits Blood Frenzy, so this is at advantage. It has a multi-attack, so it's going to attack 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 10, 10, and 13.
Okay. The 13 hits.
Okay, so you take 6 piercing damage as the champion rushes forward. No, the +1 is if it was a crit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It rushes forward and it just bloodily, in a wild frenzy, not seeming to focus, just trying to aggressively take you down. Stab, stab, stab. Only one hits. 6 damage. That's going to be its turn. And you get to respond. It's your turn.
Great. I hit it with my club.
Okay.
Chow.
16 is its armor class. Hits -9. It takes 9 damage. As you smack it with your club, it seems completely disoriented.
Perfect.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Finn, it's your turn.
Finn will walk up and go right next to it. Seeing it try to aim for Arlen, he goes, "All right then," and he kind of pulls out this brand new Warhammer device that he has, and he's like, "I think it's time for you to meet my new friend named Thunder." And he goes and he going to attempt. So I haven't done the two-handed one before. I'm gonna try the two-handed one where he's gonna grip both his hands with it.
Okay.
And ram it down.
As you bring out the Warhammer, it looks at you and it says, Sekola.
I don't understand what that is.
That's the name of the god that Arlen had identified as the necklace. Yeah.
Sekola. All right.
So with an 11, that's a miss.
Damn.
You do have a second attack though.
I will attempt again. I'm brand new with this weapon. I will try again.
Okay, 21 is a hit. You do 8 damage. You knock out some of its jagged teeth with the Warhammer. Did you want to move at all?
No, well, I'll probably move slightly over here. That way,
Okay.
KayBee wants to get out. He can get out easy.
Okay, sounds good. It is Quick's turn.
So Quick sees what bad shape Arlen is in. He jogs forward and he kind of leans in. He smacks this guy with his pick, or at him, and he goes to the corner so he can cover Arlen with his shield.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 is a miss.
Okay. 10 is a miss. Did I skip KayBee's turn? I think this was in the wrong order.
I had rolled initiative but didn't appear in the tracker.
Okay.
I rolled it again and I was down below.
Okay. What's your number supposed to be? 17?
17.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do KayBee's turn now.
Okay, cool.
Because we skipped over him. Yeah.
Yeah, KayBee's going to jump right in there. And actually, I don't know what this guy's armor class is, but Finn had 11. Finn was blessed. I don't know if that would make a difference with his first attack.
The armor class is 16.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so all the PCs are blessed.
Okay.
So short sword, and then short sword, and then a dagger.
Okay.
As we're often wont to do.
So let me stop you real quick. It dies with the first hit.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
And then 10, 20, 30. So the second attack goes on the green dot.
Okay.
And then the dagger.
Both of those will hit, and it actually kills them.
Nice.
This guy's armor class is only 12. So the combat is over almost as quickly as it started. KayBee, describe to me what this looks like as you bring it to an end.
Yeah, so the first guy was surrounded by KayBee's allies, and he didn't even see KayBee. KayBee just kind of popped around Arlen and reached with his sword, and just out of nowhere, this blade comes at him and gets the guy right in the gut, and he crumples. And then KayBee rolls out around the corner and just at a dash. And I'm not sure what the guy with it down in the room was doing, but he was entirely unprepared as KayBee ran and jumped through the air with the two blades and just.
Yeah, it definitely looked like this Sahagin here was going to reach for the door and try to drop it, perhaps to draw attention to you, but you managed to cross the room, cutting through with great speed, and you cut them down. As the champion here, with their dying breath, as KayBee cuts them down, they are reaching out to that warhammer that you're holding, Finn, and their hands kind of rake across it, and then they fall down. You get the sense... Go ahead.
That wasn't weird.
I think, Arlen, you'll get the sense that the warhammer might have something to do with Sekolah. Like, it might be like a religious weapon.
Are you okay with religious appropriation, Finn?
I hadn't really thought of it.
Just consider it, as you're potentially using that warhammer further in this place. People might be a little weird about it.
But they're the bad guys.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah,
You can just say you're sorry when you hit them.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I just want you to be aware.
To be fair, I didn't know. I wasn't aware. I was like, "Oh, this is a cool shark design." I didn't realize that it was. I should have.
Oh
known
yeah,
better.
all of the warhammers had the same shark design.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's why I thought they were just cool shark designs. Yeah. Well, I mean, I tried it out. It was fun, but maybe I will stick to my great club from now on, at least in here.
Okay. You have got the sense that the combat was only like 3 seconds long. It was so swift that you definitely didn't draw any attention in your direction. What do you want to do now?
Quick to our next combat before Bless runs out.
So back to the arena we go.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So I'm halfway across the room. I'm gonna proceed to go down to the corner, and I'm gonna peek around the corner.
Okay, I'm so glad that you peek around the corner. Okay, so the gate is up right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
KayBee, I need a stealth check from you.
And I use my bless. I had a blessing.
Okay,
I use my blessing, if I may.
okay. 15. All right.
Maybe better.
KayBee. Hold on, I'm gonna stop for a sec.
I peek and look around the corner, and somebody's peeking back.
KayBee, you can hear there's quite a bit of noise coming in this direction here, and as you take a quick peek around the corner, you realize that you have found the main barracks.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
So I'm kind of like, I kind of shrink into my tiny self and begin tiptoeing back across the room, going very slow. And I have this super wide-eyed look on my face, my mouth hanging open. It's like,
and that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
oh God!
We're gonna start next time with a stealth check from KayBee to see if we can get away safely.
Oh no!
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, a little bit of a dungeon crawl here through the fortress. I think it's very interesting. All 3 levels of the dungeon are very different, and yeah, y'all seem to have found the one with the most tokens on them. So good job.
Yeah, our luck.
Yeah, so we will see what happens next time on Ghosts of Saltmarsh. But before we go, I would like to give everyone an opportunity to tell you who they are, where you can find them, and what their favorite part of the session was. And I realized that there was a lot of combat, so it's okay if you don't really have a favorite. But let's start off with Emma. Please tell me who you are.
Hi, my name's Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. I played Arlen Ruvalatha, cleric. That is real cool, but also a warlock and has a dark side and keeps making pacts with cursed weapons. And my favorite part was when Finn picked up a religiously iffy weapon and maybe it's cursed. Who knows? That would be it would be cool if Finn got a cursed weapon, and then I'm not alone with cursed weapons.
Yeah. You're muted.
I realized that as I was yelling. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say I had one. It was Dwayne. He was cursed.
Dwayne was never a curse. Not
No,
on anybody.
Yes, I also like the part where you picked up the demon worshipping creature's weapon and then beat the shit out of it with its own weapon. Okay, we're gonna move on over to GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here on any given Wednesday. And next Wednesday, if you would, please join us when Jacob and I are in the Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign. So that's another great session. So I played KayBee again today, having a lot of fun, enjoying the combat. I realized with my bonuses and the bless, it's pretty hard for me to miss any of these opponents. I'm grateful for that. It was kind of grindy to get to this point, and definitely enjoying that part. I think my favorite part of the session is kind of a rollover from the last session into this. It seems that Arlen is just having a little bit of misfortune, and it's been a little grindy, a little bit of a challenge. And I think that's kind of for this group to see the boss struggle and to feel like we feel, that's kind of rewarding. We're in this together as a team. We'll succeed or survive as a team. So, sorry, fails are good too.
Thank you very much. We'll head on over to GodfatherWraith.
Hey, I'm GodfatherWraith 3_ESG. I don't really have a social media presence, so you can pretty much only find me here in Stella's chat or in other members of the community that stream every now and again. I'll be in their chat as well. My favorite part, I actually have two.
Okay.
The first one is when Stella gave the sea lion plot armor by having it feast for the rest of the fight.
It's
And
busy.
yeah. And then my second favorite part was KayBee stealing Garen's job and peeking around the corner. This is the curious little cat.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, Indicarus was not able to join us today, but please check out his links. They are there in the chat. Indicarus has made a number of TTRPGs, so if you're interested in checking out those systems, they're pretty rules light. They're very interesting and quirky. I definitely recommend having a peep. And we'll head on over to Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie. I'm Z, one of those names you have to call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, so that's up to your own discretion. Today I played Finn Carson, and I kind of also have sort of two-ish favorite moments. Number one being that I think not only for Finn, but I think it translated into me as well. I don't think I've ever been in a combat with a creature that will like take an arrow to the throat and just stare at you blankly. Like, everything's cool here. Like, oh, we're just enjoying this nice summer breeze with this lemonade. Like, you got an arrow in your throat. Like, so that kind of was like a dual, like, I wasn't really sure if I was being Finn or me in that moment. Because I'm just like, what the
This
hell?
is like undead are the only thing that's supposed to be unflinching to
Right. And this is
that
something...
kind of a wound.
Right, and this is completely new. I don't think Finn's ever seen anything like, maybe in a research book or something, but like, I don't think he's ever seen like an undead like this before. So this is kind of intriguing to him. And then my other highlight, I think today is just KayBee just being so dominant in combat today. Just kind of coming in and just like, hiya, 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 you know, with the stabs and just kind of coming in and be like, oh, you're not dead yet. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, now you are. Like, just it just runs away. Like, this is my favorite, and I loved it so much. If you would be so inclined, I have a Twitter, twitter.com/zombiefighter89. If you go there and you follow me, I will appreciate you forever. Also, you'll see a pin tweet. In that pin tweet is a little business card made by the lovely Lady May. Go give May love. May is great. On that is a business card for the stuff that I do, which is audio editing, video editing, and Twitch clipping. If any of you would like any of those services, I am open and available and would love to do those for you. And I have Stella and Bad House RPG, who I've done a lot of clips for, to kind of, and promotional material and stuff like that, where I've got recommendations, and I think I do a pretty decent job. They think I do a pretty decent job, and I hope I can do you a pretty decent job.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I'm Stella Luna. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to our Patreons. Thank you so much for everything that you do for our channel and all of your support. Really, really appreciate it. So that has been Secrets of Saltmarsh. We'll be back not next week, but the week after at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of your night, everybody. Goodbye!